Hello, Steve White, Steve White's 89. Well, looks like it was time for Doomcock's biannual Star Trek Discovery's cancelled video. We seem to get two of these a year. One we get normally when the show's about to end production, and it's like, oh, it's not coming back, it's cancelled, and then we get another one just before it's about to go into production for the next year. So we usually get two a year. But I must admit, I bought the first one. I desperately wanted the second one, and the third one I made a joke out of, and this is the fourth one, I guess. Well, this is the fourth year. Is it the fourth year? Is that? Yeah, the fourth year. But this one at least was a little interesting because like it's 7:30 in the morning in Australia, and I was about to go to bed. I've been up all night doing stuff, and I thought, I got 10 minutes. I'll just put this on. And what I found was interesting was he put a new twist on it this time. Just a little thing which I thought was interesting. He's saying now what happened with Discovery this time, because apparently they've finished the fourth season and they're not getting a fifth season. And his person told him how they had spent the money for the fifth season, and they asked Paramount Plus or CBS or whoever, Secret Hideout asked Paramount, CBS or whoever is paying for the show for more money, and they said no. No, not happening. So that's the end of the show. And Doomcock was like, just wait a minute, how could they spend the money for the fifth season? Wouldn't they get like sued or something for misappropriation of funds or something? Like if Paramount Plus or CBS gives them, so money for 2 seasons of the show, season 4 and 5, and they don't produce 4 and 5, they just produce 4, how can they do that? And he said, well, actually, what happened was they were never given a 5. They were given a renewal for season 4, and they announced and promoted that they were going to do season 5, and the plan was they were going to split the season in half. And then they spent all the money for the whole season on the half season. And then they asked CBS Paramount for more money to finish off the fourth season, the second half of the fourth season, as the fifth season, and they said, no, you have basically blown your money. We're not giving you more money. And because they did this in the first season, apparently they massively overspent on the first few episodes, and then they struggled. I've got to stop saying I say it all the time. They struggled to finish the season, and you can see a difference in quality in the later episodes, and there's quite a lot of bottle shows in the later season. And season 2 was sort of the same. They kind of did the same thing as well as season 2. And it's not unbelievable that Kurtzman would do that he would think, I'm just going to spend this money all on our season 4, which is like 5 or 6 episodes instead of the 10 that they had promised the studio, and then we will get more money and we'll do the rest. I can see him doing that. Like I can just see the sort of arrogance and the assumptiveness and just the hubris of Kurtzman that he would do that. But I don't actually think that's happened. Do I think they've been renewed for a 5th season? I don't think they would have yet. So it's not impossible that this was their last season, but the idea that they've only filmed half the season, they've spent their whole budget on the half season, and they were going to use the second half to be a season 5 because they were never given a renewal for season 5 and they were told they wouldn't, is an interesting little spin on the biannual Star Trek Discovery is cancelled because it's not successful, nobody likes it, and CBS Paramount doesn't want to pay for it, and Secret Hideout doesn't want to pay for it either, because once upon a time Netflix paid for everything. They paid pretty much for 2 seasons, and the 3rd season they had trouble financing it because Netflix, Paramount, CBS, all the people involved, Amazon, that was Picard, whoever was involved didn't want to pay for the whole production, so Secret Hideout didn't want to pay either. So I don't know where that went. I can't remember that rumour. I think the idea was they wanted money from them, they ended up paying it for themselves, or was it All Access? I can't remember. It's hard to keep these rumours together. There's so many of them. And like I said, there's like at least 2 solid like main ones a year. But I wish it was true. I wish that the series was done. I don't want it to have a 5th season. I didn't want it to go past 3 seasons because the original series had 3 seasons, and there's no way Discovery deserved 4 seasons. And then when it did, I thought, well, at least Enterprise got 4 seasons, and that was a great series. as long as it doesn't go past 4, I'll be okay. I don't want to get a 5th season, because if it gets 5 seasons over Star Trek Enterprise and the original Star Trek, that would be a crime that it got more seasons than that, although it has less episodes. So it still has less episodes than Star Trek, the original series, I think. Because I think it got 15. So it's up to about... If they've only done half a season, they're probably up to around 50 or so. They should have been up to 60 or so. Because I think they got 14 for the first season, or second. I think the last two... 10? I can't remember. But yeah, so I'm done. I just saw that and I thought, that's an interesting spin on the usual biannual rumour, to suggest that they split the season to get 2 seasons when they really didn't have an order for 2 seasons. Then they spent all their money on the first half of the first season, and now they can't finish off their season, can't finish off their story, and they're not going to get a 5th season. So we'll see what happens. The truth will eventually be known. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Bye.